At the 2025 Japanese Grand Prix, both Lewis Hamilton and Ferrari found themselves at the center of attention for all the wrong reasons. A breach of the FIA's strict regulations during practice left both parties facing significant scrutiny, with the governing body issuing a formal warning. This is a rare and serious matter that has sent shockwaves through the Formula One world. In this video, we'll dive deep into what happened during that practice session, the events that led to the FIA's intervention, and the consequences of such breaches for the teams involved. The FIA's role in Formula One is to ensure the sport runs smoothly, safely, and fairly. Their rules are clear, and teams are expected to adhere to them without exception. When violations happen, even if unintentional, the consequences can be severe. For both Lewis Hamilton and Ferrari, this situation wasn't just about technical infractions. It was a matter of reputation, integrity, and future competition. The Japanese GP had started with all the usual excitement, with teams preparing their cars for the upcoming race. Ferrari, as usual, was aiming for a strong finish, while Hamilton and his team, Mercedes, were focused on maintaining their competitive edge. But during the practice sessions, an issue arose. The specifics of the breach are still a bit unclear, but what is certain is that the FIA noticed irregularities with both Ferrari and Aston Martin's setup. The governing body quickly intervened and summoned both teams to explain their actions. The breach revolved around a technicality in the car setups, which, in the world of Formula One, can sometimes be the fine line between victory and defeat. Teams are constantly pushing the boundaries of what's allowed under the rules, often finding innovative ways to gain even the smallest advantage. In this case, both Ferrari and Aston Martin were accused of not following the FIA's technical specifications for their cars during practice. While the specifics of the violation weren't fully disclosed, the impact was clear. The FIA issued a formal warning to both teams, sending a message that such breaches would not be tolerated. For Ferrari, this incident was particularly damaging. The team has long been one of the most successful and respected in the sport, with a rich history of victories and championships. Any issue involving the FIA, especially one that calls into question their adherence to the rules, can have serious repercussions. Ferrari's reputation took a hit, but the team acted swiftly, addressing the issue and ensuring that they would be compliant with all regulations moving forward. However, the damage had already been done, and the team would need to work hard to rebuild trust with both the FIA and the public. Lewis Hamilton's involvement in the incident also raised eyebrows. The seven-time world champion is one of the most successful and well-known figures in Formula One, and anything involving him draws significant attention. While Hamilton himself wasn't directly accused of any wrongdoing, his involvement with the Mercedes team, which was also under scrutiny, added an extra layer of complexity. For Hamilton, maintaining his impeccable reputation is crucial, and any association with a breach of FIA rules could have a lasting impact on his career. The FIA's warning to both Ferrari and Mercedes is a reminder of how crucial it is for teams and drivers to remain within the boundaries of the sport's regulations. Formula One is an incredibly competitive field, with every team looking for any advantage they can find. But when those advantages are gained through means that violate the rules, even unintentionally, the consequences can be severe. The FIA's intervention in this case is a reminder that the governing body will not hesitate to take action when necessary, regardless of the teams or drivers involved. In the world of motorsport, trust in the governing body is essential. The FIA's role in ensuring fair play and safety is vital to maintaining the integrity of the sport. This incident, while relatively minor in the grand scheme of things, serves as a reminder of the importance of adhering to the rules and respecting the governing body's authority. For both Ferrari and Mercedes, this is a wake-up call to ensure that all aspects of their cars and operations are in compliance with the FIA's regulations. Looking ahead, this issue will likely have a ripple effect throughout the Formula One paddock. Teams will be even more cautious in ensuring that their cars meet the FIA's standards during every practice session, qualifying, and race. The pressure on teams to perform is immense, but that pressure must not come at the cost of breaking the rules. Ultimately, This incident is a reminder that in Formula One every detail matters. From the setup of the cars to the strategies employed by the teams, every decision can have a significant impact on the outcome of the race. For drivers like Lewis Hamilton, the pressure to win and maintain their legacy is enormous, but they must do so within the boundaries of the rules. For Ferrari, a team with such a storied history, the challenge is even greater. They must continue to innovate and push the limits, but they must do so in a way that doesn't risk their credibility or the integrity of the sport. As fans, we all want to see the best drivers and teams compete at the highest level, but we also want to see that competition happen fairly. The FIA's warning serves as a reminder that while innovation is encouraged, it must always be done within the rules. The integrity of Formula One is what makes it such a captivating and exciting sport, and it is the responsibility of every team and driver to uphold that integrity. In conclusion, the warning issued to Ferrari and Mercedes after the Japanese GP breach is a significant moment in the 2025 season. It serves as a reminder to all teams and drivers about the importance of adhering to the FIA's regulations. For Ferrari, Mercedes, and Lewis Hamilton, this is a moment to reflect on the importance of compliance and the potential consequences of any further violations. The rest of the season will surely be interesting, and we'll be watching to see how this situation unfolds and how the teams respond. But one thing is for certain, in Formula One the stakes are always high, and the pressure to perform is unrelenting. As we look deeper into the consequences of this breach, it's important to understand the wider implications it might have for the Formula One community. The Japanese Grand Prix is one of the most prestigious events on the calendar. It's a race that not only tests the technical capabilities of the teams, but also their ability to remain calm under pressure. The violation by Ferrari and Aston Martin during the practice session casts a shadow over the usual smooth operation of the event, and it highlights the intricate balance that teams must maintain between performance and adherence to the rules. For Ferrari, this situation is an added layer of complexity in what has already been a challenging season. The team has been working tirelessly to get back to the front of the grid, and while they've had flashes of brilliance, consistency has eluded them. In Formula One, the smallest misstep can lead to massive setbacks, and this breach is a reminder that Ferrari, a team with decades of history, needs to be on top of its game at all times. The scrutiny on Ferrari is intense, not only from the FIA but also from their dedicated fan base, which expects nothing less than perfection. On the other hand, Mercedes, with their star driver Lewis Hamilton, has been under pressure to prove they can still compete at the top level. The breach involving Mercedes, although not directly attributed to Hamilton himself, could impact his reputation. Lewis Hamilton is not just a driver, he's a brand. His involvement in this situation could lead to questions about his leadership and the performance of his team. But Hamilton is no stranger to pressure. Over the years, he has dealt with countless challenges, both on and off the track. His ability to rebound from difficult situations is part of what has made him one of the most successful drivers in the history of the sport. The FIA, for its part, has made it clear that they are committed to maintaining the fairness and safety of the sport. In Formula One, there is no room for error, especially when it comes to adhering to the technical regulations. The warning issued to Ferrari and Mercedes is not just a slap on the wrist. It is a clear message that the governing body is watching, and any further violations will be taken seriously. The question now is whether this serves as a wake-up call for all teams to be more careful, or if others will push the limits, hoping to avoid detection. The impact of this warning extends beyond just the two teams involved. Other teams in the paddock will likely be taking notice of how Ferrari and Mercedes handle this situation. If they can recover quickly and continue to perform at the highest level, it may serve as a reminder that mistakes can be overcome. However, if the breach leads to a loss of form or further issues, it could set a precedent for how such violations are dealt with in the future. Teams and drivers alike are now under heightened scrutiny, and the pressure is mounting. As the season progresses, there will undoubtedly be more challenges and hurdles to overcome. For Ferrari, their main goal now should be to focus on the next race and the races that follow. They must learn from this incident and ensure that every aspect of their car setup and operation adheres to the FIA's regulations. Mercedes too will need to keep a sharp focus on the remaining races. While Hamilton is one of the most experienced and successful drivers in Formula One, even he cannot control every aspect of the team's performance. A misstep by the team, whether it's a technical issue or a breach of FIA regulations, can have serious consequences for his pursuit of another world championship. Hamilton's reputation is on the line, but he has the strength and experience to bounce back from challenges. His fans will be hoping that he can continue to perform at his highest level and secure another successful season. Despite the complications that arose during the Japanese GP, this situation also brings attention to the importance of teamwork in Formula One. While the drivers are the stars of the show, it is the entire team working behind the scenes that ensures success. From the engineers and mechanics to the strategists and analysts, every member of the team plays a critical role in ensuring that the car is set up correctly and that all the rules are followed. The breach at the Japanese GP shows how important it is for every member of the team to be on the same page and committed to following the rules to avoid such incidents. In the world of Formula One, innovation is constantly at the forefront. Teams are always searching for ways to improve performance, whether through aerodynamics, engine efficiency, or tire management. However, this pursuit of innovation must be balanced with strict adherence to the regulations. The FIA has put these rules in place to ensure that no team has an unfair advantage over the others and to protect the integrity of the sport. The breach involving Ferrari and Mercedes serves as a reminder that the line between innovation and rule-breaking can sometimes be thin, and teams must tread carefully. As the 2025 season unfolds, this incident will undoubtedly serve as a reference point for future discussions about the balance between performance and adherence to the rules. The teams will likely engage in more in-depth discussions with the FIA to clarify any ambiguities in the regulations, and this could lead to changes or updates in the rules going forward. Formula One is an ever-evolving sport, and the governing body must ensure that its regulations evolve alongside the technological advancements made by the teams. Looking at the broader picture, it is clear that Formula One is a sport that is constantly under the microscope. The FIA's intervention in this case shows that the governing body is vigilant and committed to ensuring the sport remains fair and competitive. For teams and drivers, this is a reminder that their actions both on and off the track are always being observed. The pressure to perform at the highest level is immense, but that performance must come within the boundaries of the sport's regulations. As for the fans, they are the ultimate judges of whether a team or driver deserves their admiration. The breach at the Japanese GP may have caused some disappointment, but it also offers an opportunity for redemption. Fans love to see their favorite teams and drivers bounce back from adversity, and this incident could be the catalyst for a renewed focus on excellence and fairness within the sport. In conclusion, the FIA warning to Ferrari and Mercedes after the Japanese Grand Prix breach is a significant moment in the 2025 season. It serves as a reminder that the rules are there for a reason and that no team, no matter how successful, is exempt from following them. Ferrari and Mercedes now face the challenge of moving forward from this incident and proving that they can perform at the highest level without compromising the integrity of the sport. For Lewis Hamilton, his career and reputation hang in the balance, but if anyone can overcome this challenge, it's him. The road ahead may not be easy, but it will be interesting to see how both teams adapt and rise from this breach as they push for success in the remaining races of the season. The warning from the FIA is a lesson for everyone involved in Formula One. It's a reminder that success in the sport isn't just about speed and strategy. It's also about respecting the rules that govern it. For Ferrari, Mercedes, and every other team on the grid, this is a critical juncture in the season. How they respond will shape their futures in the sport and determine whether they can continue to be competitive in this ever-evolving world of motorsport.